Hi, good morning, everyone. Here I are again. I've been working on this blanket, although it's not exactly going together real good. It's not exactly, but I don't let that bother me. I don't let that bother me none whatsoever. And so, I'll show you what I'm doing. You see, for one thing, here, like I got these here. First, I put together like this part right here, and that's like this 6 by 12 inches to 12-inch way this way, and then the 6-inch way this way. So it's 12 by 6. But it wasn't going together really good. So then what I started doing was I started putting them together, and I started doing the sewing on the 6 by 12 pieces. Then I decided I'm cutting them in half. After I get them sandwiches sewed together, I decided I'll cut them in half and make them 6 by 6 squares. I don't know how come they're not turning out to be exactly 6 by 6 each one, but close enough. No exaction over here in my area. So then on this part of it, this half of what I got so far, that's all 6 by 6s. All of these ones. So you can see on the flannel side how some are 6 by 6 and some are 6 by 12. And so I'm gonna leave them 6 by 12s there. They're gonna live there. They're just gonna have to be accepted by the rest of them. And so, but I think it looks pretty cool so far. So far, so good. And so now I have another piece here that I'm working on, another additional piece that's going to go to it. And let me turn you down here so you can see what I'm doing here. Um, well, sort of, so you can see. But now, see, I'm sewing them together so all these pieces have got the monkeys on them. Aren't they cute? But see, now this makes the whole back is done. I don't have to put any more on there because it's just fine like that. And then this back. So it's all going to be different flannel pieces. And as you can see, they just end up wherever they end up. And that's just fine. So this will be the part that hangs on your body. I think these are going to be wonderful. This is going to be a wonderful blanket for sitting on the lazy chair and you just want to cover up your lap. So like a lap quilt. A lap half crazy quilt. Well, we don't want to call it a crazy quilt because it's actually more than just a crazy quilt. It's insane. Okay, but anyway. So, but see, I got these little nippers, see? And what I do, then I go, after I got them stitched together, after I got them stitched together, I got about a half an inch seam there, seam allowance. And then I just go down that whole seam allowance and I just snip it into little shaggy snips. Like if you've ever done what do they call them quilts? Rag quilts. Yes, Papa?
Tony needs to talk to you. She tried to call your phone. I guess it's dead.
Oh, mine must be dead. Okay, hang on. I gotta turn. Okay, there. That telephone call was my daughter want me to go to the thrift shop with her. I'm gonna do it. Hang on, Papa. I got a question for you. I got one for you. Hang on. Don't leave yet. Now, this is the question. Um, how do you stop a bull from charging?
Hit the off switch
Hit the off switch.
or unplug it.
You cancel its credit card. I love you, Papa.
Me too.
Okay, so anyway, oh yeah.
Let me check my account. I might be able to come up with some help for Tommy to get that down.
Okay, well we won't worry about the septic tank right now. I'm in the middle of a video that we don't, I don't want the people to know that there's septic tank problem. Okay, there's no septic tank problem, so don't worry about that. Okay, you guys. Now, as I was saying, now these are my nippers here, and what I do, see, as long as I lay that flat down there, then I can go all through, and then I go and I just nip all of those seams that I just made, them seam allowances that are about a half an inch or so, but because I'm not a very good straight sewer, I didn't drive, even when I was driving, I didn't drive straight either. I kind of drove the same way, you know, I just picked a part of the road that I wanted and I just drove on it, you know. And I think the people that honked at me, I guess they just saw that I was just real beautiful or something, so they was honking just to say hello. And and I think that's why they were honking at me. I don't know. You know, I didn't really know if I wanted to drive in the right lane or the left lane, and I wasn't real sure if I should be in the right lane or the left lane. So I just drove down the middle line. You know, I figured, you know, then that's 50-50. You know, that could be. But anyway, see now how that is. See now when I wash this, where I just snipped, when I wash it, that's all going to just get all fuzzy. And they call that a rag quilt. I mean, it's a real thing. I didn't make this up. You can't make this kind of stuff up. Um, it's just a rag quilt. So my daughter's gonna come over, and she can get her a shower, and then we're gonna go to a thrift shop. There's a couple things I want to look for in the thrift shop, and can't remember what they are right now, but I just like to look at other people's stuff that they don't need anymore, and maybe I decide, oh, I want that. But yeah. So see how I just get them nipped down, and then it fluffs. I could get the whole thing pieced together and then do the nipping, but that just gets old after a while. You know, with the nip, 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 and then your arthritics. Oh, I got it. They're all done. So see, I do this much, then this. I'll take this piece then, and I'm going to sew it together onto this piece. And I put the flannel sides together, and then I just get it to fit this way. Then I'm going to stitch right along here. And let's see, I'm going to pause this for a second while I go and stitch that. I'll be right back. Well, you won't even miss me. Okay, I turned around and I stitched all along that line there. And so, see, now all I need to do, I just need to go ahead and snip this one. And then now this one here, this spinning piece is together, and it's about, let's see, that says 32.5 inches by 23.5 inches is how big that is so far. But look, I think it's going to be so awesome. I think this is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. So now I'll clip this. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to go to this. First, I told my daughter no, and then Papa said, "You need to go somewhere. Get out of this house." So I said, "Okay, we'll go to thrift shop." But got a couple things I have to mail. I need to be using my money to mail things. I got a couple of people waiting on a package from me. I hope. I did mail out packages this week, though, of promised items. I got a couple packages mailed out, though. So it's hard for me to get off of this, my lazy bone butt, and go do something real stuff, you know. Because all I like to do is play with fabric and paper and glue and paint and stuff like that. Anything else, I just figure it'll be there tomorrow. But, you know, somebody could, you know, there could be robbers come in my house and all they want is my crafting stuff. And so I got to get it used up before the robbers come. And see, this already looks cool just doing this much of it right here. See, I clip as I go because I do this nipping part as I go. Okay, I'm going to try and be serious now. Quit trying to be funny. I should have been born a clown. I guess, you know, I've been watching some comedy. I get in these moods sometimes where I need to watch comedy just to get myself out of these doldrums. You know, do you ever get into the doldrums? Look at how this looks. What do you all think? Don't you think this is probably the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen in your life? All my corners are not going to line up. Like these ones are off by about a half an inch. But see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now look, it's just lovely. And see how pretty each piece is. I was thinking I might add to each piece by adding buttons or stuff. But I don't think I need to. I think that just what's on here already is just perfect. See, and now as I add another piece, I might make it a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how much I'll add to this. And if I'm making this for like a lap blanket when you're sitting in your lazy chair, then we don't want it real wide, although it can be long enough to go your whole body's length. I like this a lot. I think this is really pretty. With all these different pieces of fabrics and stuff. Yeah, see, this piece here was one of the 12 inches. There's only going to be 2 pieces in this whole thing. That is, no, 4 pieces, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Oh yeah, I got to do some more like this with the yarn. So more that I do, I'll add the yarn to it. And I think that'll be pretty awesome. You like my new bracelet? I got that. Somebody was having a sale, and I can't believe they were selling these bracelets for $2. I gotta stay away from them sales. But this was $2, and this is all handmade and hand beaded and beautiful. It's beautiful. So, and I can fit it on my wrist. That's what's amazing. That's the amazing part of that. So, anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. Wonder if I have to do something with this hair before I go out, or if this, you know what? I think I'll just leave this hair just like it is. I think it's fine. I can sort of see my skull. I wonder if I'm not my skull. I meant my scalp. I wonder if that means I'm going bald. I don't think it means I'm going bald. So anyhow, somebody made a big old mess here on my desk again. I don't know how they do that. Oh, I got my yarn. See it right here. I ordered this yarn because see, I was making this here blanket right here, and then I ran out of this color yarn. This was one whole cake of yarn, and so then I ran out. It's so soft, and so then I had to really search for somebody who was selling this. Oopsie daisies. For somebody that was selling the same yarn. So I got 2 more cakes of the same yarn. It's Roll With It Tweed, 100% acrylic, and it's in the colorway of Seagrass. Man, I went looking and looking and looking before I finally found a place that had the seagrass so that it will. But look how it does when you start crocheting it together, how it almost self stripes. But it's a tweed color. But this is going to be a baby boy that's going to be born on June the 13th. So I don't have too much more time to get it done, but I think I'll work on that some today while in my feet up thing. See, because I have to in at times during the day I gotta go put my feet up. Otherwise, I swell like balloons. Like I look like a giant-sized granny helium balloon. And so then this is what I'll do. I'm gonna work on this, but I think it's gonna take both of those cakes of yarn to finish this blanket. But I'll have it done in time. This really what they call this. Well, I'm just making this on my own. Well, but it's not called it in the pattern. What does that look like a hole right there? Right there? You know what I'll do? I might have made a mistake there. So what I'll do is I'll take just one little tiny piece of yarn, put it in there tight and a rubber knot. It'll hold that hole shut and nobody will know. Because I make mistakes. I make mistakes. Big ones. But this is really what we used to call back in the day uh, um, carriage shawl. And so that when you put your baby and you wrap it up in all its pretty little things, and you lay it in the carriage or in the pram to bring it for a little stroll in the park, then you just lay this part over the whole thing, and it just covers up the baby. And it's but with these colors, they're blue, like for they're not really a baby color, but but then this little boy he might keep this blanket like forever, even when he's 5 years old or 10 years old. He still might like this blanket for just a cuddly blanket, and then the color will be still okay for him. It doesn't have to be just a little baby blanket. I This is cutest thing here. I was making a shawl, but then I wasn't done with it, but I wanted this yarn for something else. So I cut it off right where it was at. I'm going to finish it. I still got a little piece of yarn there. I got to tie it off here on this corner. But then my great granddaughter, she's just little, like she's like 4, I think 4, and this will be her little shawl because they're coming down when school lets out. They're going to come down for like a week. My granddaughter and my grandson-in-law and my greats. So this, I think, will be for Ella Grace. Is that a pretty name, Ella Grace? That'll be for her. I got to finish that corner off, so that'll be done. But see, I have such a hard time finishing things. Although I am finishing my hats. I think I'm doing pretty good with my hats because I can finish them. But I'm having to sit. Well, you know what I've done, y'all guys? I've not been sleeping in my bed because I just can't. Because I don't know if it's because I'm so heavy or what, but I've been sleeping in my reclining chair, and which I don't really like not sleeping with the hubster because we usually just sleep and snore together. We are snoring partners, and so just now in the mail, I ordered this a couple days ago, but it just now come in the mail, and it's a like a wedge. There's there's actually 6 pieces in all this wedging, but it's like a wedge. You put it at the head of your bed, and so you're sitting up like you're in the recliner chair. And then I can't have my feet touching anything when I sleep. They can't touch anything. They have to be out in mid-air, just kind of floating around like out in you're in the space shuttle. And so, but this wedge thing also has where you got the wedge at the top of the bed, and then you got this at the foot of the bed. It's like another edge wedge kind of thing, but then it squares off. So just like in the reclining chair where your feet just kind of hang off and they're just kind of floating off in space, that's how it will be. I have not been been able to sleep in my bed. Gosh, it's been a couple of weeks now. Just I cannot do it because my feet. For one thing, if I like to lay on my back. I've always liked to lay on my back, and so am I giving y'all too much information? But anyway, I've always liked to lay on my back. But if I lay on my back, then my heels and my feet, it feels like they're on fire. So then I turn over on my side. Okay, well then that's good, except then my shoulder, I think it's because of my weight, my shoulder will just, it feels like it's coming dislocated. So I sleep that way for a little while, and then the pain wakes me up. So I turn over on the other side, and then this shoulder does the same thing. It just hurts like the dickens. And so then I get up and go sit in my reclining chair. And then I'm not laying on either shoulder, and my feet are floating out there in outer space. And so then that feels much better. So now we ordered this thing. It went on the bed. I couldn't believe the box it come in was small. And then so then Papa got it out of the box and took it all out because they come in like these space bags, and you put the space bag and you suck it. They suck it up with a vacuum cleaner, I guess, and get all the air out. So it come really in a, well, it was a kind of a long box, but it wasn't very big square. And so as Papa's pulling it out of all the plastic, it's like blowing up and getting big. And it says that it'll take like 3 days for it to actually get is the size that it should be. So, and then it all fastens together with velcros, and there's like a neck pillow and everything. And so I think it'll be pretty cool. Good. So me and Papa, we have a date tonight. I told him we'll have a sleepover with him tonight. Although he has to stay on his side of the bed. That's a rule. You stay on your side of the bed. I'm a married woman, and you're a married man. We can't be cohabitating in the same bed close. I'm not the brightest bulb in the tree. But anyway, okay, we were doing this. This is what we're supposed to be doing this year. But see, it's already cozy like this. It's already cozy. But look at the colors in this thing. Just look at these colors. These are magical, mystical, beautiful colors. Just scraps and scraps and scraps. And then the whole inside is just going to be different. No rhyme or reason to how the insides look. I'm not concerned about that, but it's soft because it's that flannel. And once I wash it, it's going to even be softer. And like all of these fronts, all of these are covered with the tulle. See, I have some I've done with the green and some I've done with the pink, but you can't really tell the colors. These are green, this one's pink. It's hard to even tell the colors. I got other colors too. I have these 6-inch rolls. Oops, I gotta sew that a little bit stronger. But it's coming apart. I gotta fix that. Don't worry, I'll fix that. Everything can be fixed with a stitch or two. I must have not backstitched that one. That's why you have to backstitch. I'm not teaching you guys. Don't think I'm trying to teach you all things, because I don't teach nothing. But boy, I sure can show you what I do, because I just do stuff. I just do stuff however it comes. Okay, I'm gonna read in this book again. Was this one this is one I read in yesterday, and I just loved it. Oh yeah, because we're talking about Mother's Day these days. Oh yeah, mothers were once daughters. We read that one yesterday. Now, so this one here, I'm going to read probably. Oh, these are all about mothers now, because this is poems for all seasons. So this is the season of Mother's Day. Not just one day is Mother's Day. Seasons is Mother's Day. I've been watching these. Excuse me, I interrupt myself every once in a while. But I've been watching these videos about Britain's oldest mothers, and how I get very entertained by stuff like this. But like some ladies that decide in late age that they want to be mothers, and they become mothers in their 50s, and or 40s and 50s, they become mothers, and it is just amazing to watch. And like one lady, she became a mother, and I think she was 50 something, but she didn't plan to become pregnant, and her doctor had told her that she's past this menopause thing, so she's all good. She didn't need no birth control or nothing. Well enough, she became pregnant, and then had a little baby, and oh my word, she was so excited. Her and her hubster both so excited, and then there was one lady there that was she didn't give birth, but she decided to I don't know, she was already of a good age when she decided she wanted to be a foster parent, but she wanted to foster only disabled children, and so she wound up adopting 4 children with special needs. And oh my God, this mama, oh that mama, oh my goodness sakes. Gosh, maybe I should put a link to this if you guys might like watching too. But I love watching stuff like that. I just love watching things that make my heart sing. And so, well, I'm gonna read this now, and I'm gonna quit interrupting your day. I know you got things to do. And oh, I hear my daughter. She come in. Okay, what is a mother? It takes a mother's love to make a house a home, a place to be remembered no matter where we roam. It takes a mother's patience to bring a child up right, and her courage and her cheerfulness to make a dark day bright. It takes a mother's thoughtfulness to mend the heart's deep hurts, and her skill and her endurance to mend little socks and shirts. It takes a mother's kindness to forgive us when we err. Excuse me. To sympathize in trouble and bow her head in prayer. It takes a mother's wisdom to recognize our needs and to give us reassurance by her loving words and deeds. It takes a mother's endless faith, her confidence and trust, to guide us through the pitfalls of selfishness and lust. And that is why in all this world there could not be another who could fulfill God's purpose as completely as a mother. And that is beautiful. It was called What is a Mother? And that was written by Helen Steiner Rice. Excuse me. I know being a mother myself is the very best job in the world. Well, except for when they were teenagers. I wanted to change jobs then. I wanted to go work like at a funeral home or any place. I wanted to be any place, but I have a whole house full of teenagers. Not really, it wasn't all that bad, but I like to complain. I have to complain about something. I don't have much to complain about, so I have to figure out something to complain about. But it's been a long time since I've had children. Oh, Jeffrey's a teenager. He hangs out in my house a lot. But then grandchildren don't ever do anything wrong. Oh, is that you, Papa?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hang on. I got to ask you something. Just a minute. No, just a second. This is important.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, just a second. Wait.
I got all
Okay.
day.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? The golfer. Why did he bring 2 pairs of pants?
In case he unloaded in one of them.
in case he unloaded in one of them. No, it was just in case he got a hole in wound. I love you, Papa.
I love you too. I'll
Okay.
be right back there.
All right. I just had to ask Papa that question. Okay. Um, may God watch over you every step you take, every move you make, bring you back safe and sound to the next video. The next video, I will be more mature sounding. I will be more professional. I'll have my hair combed nicely, and those are all lies. Okay. God bless you all. Did I always say that? May He bring you back healthy and happy and humble, safe and secure, well fed. Always that well fed stuff is very important. And I love you. I love you all very much. Okay. God bless.